To introduce you to the Streamside track extension, which goes in a loop from here up the left hand side of the creek and to the head and then back down the other side. So you can see here that we have planted native trees all the way along the riverbank on both sides of the track this winter, all natives. A few more to go in. That's the patrol animal checking on things. Did you see the tamarillo planted via the last pig? There's another one. Here's Sally's water supply. Stoat trap. This is the map of the hill area. White rock up the top. So we're just down in the bottom left corner, and we're going to go into an area of forest that was planted in the early 1990s. Tasmanian blackwood, tolthra, all of the mahoe and other natives, of which there are many species, are all self-planted. And in here are also sugar maples and dawn redwood, another Tassie blackwood, another Tassie blackwood. There's a sugar maple. And up here on our left, you can see a spot to have a rest and appreciate the forest, or perhaps an event circle. All of the tree ferns have come in the last few years. Seem to be propagating nicely around the place. Sally's water supply is just down there in the gully. These poplars were felled about 2 years ago because they were getting too big and dangerous. They had really big leans on them, so they had to come down. They were planted after the August 1990 storm event, when Pikirangi experienced more than 40 slips. This area here was all head-high blackberry and old man's beard a couple of years ago. These are Lawson cypresses, planted to help keep the forest floor dark and encourage the growth of the native species, which, as you can see, are coming very nicely all by themselves. So we're coming up to the first bridge across the stream that comes off the main hill, and then we're going to leave that dominant stream and carry on with the other stream just on our right here. So this area was all head-high blackberry perhaps 1 year ago. You can see evidence of it dying there. I've planted a few Californian redwoods just off on our left there, and this area here was planted in natives probably, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago. So you see Rimu, Kakatea, red beech, kapuka, tikuuka, and a few other species, kopai. So we're just going to go past these big eucalyptus night ends. This is my back corner, and this signpost points walkers that want to head up to White Rock off in that direction. We're going to go this way and cross another bridge. So that stream just comes off the gully end just up there where Leslie's house is up on the right, and this back corner I planted with California redwood as well, as a sort of a barrier to the old man's beard and blackberry nightmare up there. And we're just going to take a wide berth around this tree so the drone follows me. and across this boardwalk which goes across the swamp. This is a spring just in our left here, and now we're going down the true left side of the stream. This bank of the stream is quite steep. This side of the valley is quite steep, so you can see that we've had to bring in a lot of materials to create a pleasant walking track. Unfortunately, I planted this in some shallow rooted species which I didn't know about at the time, but you see they've started to fall over, Cupressus lusitanica, and I hate that. You know, it rips up the giant hole in the dirt, and that's going to be a weed control nightmare, the tops of it. There's lots of other species in here as well, which probably will not fall over quite as badly. Those two fell over in the last storm. This one fell over about 6 months to a year ago, and as you can see, I brought the chainsaw mill in and milled it. I milled it into 1.5 inch slabs to try and make it a bit lighter to carry out. But you see they are quite long. I think the longest ones were 5 meters. So it might be a bit of a mission to get it out of here, get them out of here. We're now back down enough that on our right is the event circle that you would have seen before. I'll just make the drone look over here because it follows me, so you get a bit of a view of the forest over that way, and then we'll carry on up and carry on. So I'm hoping that this track construction will last quite a long time. The posts are all either steel or robinia, and the horizontals are all chestnut. Chestnut being fairly durable in the ground. And we're now at a zigzag to drop back down to the stream while keeping us away from a prominently leaning poplar up there. This one also leans. Oh, come on, Droney. Come past. Yep, come on. Come on. Come. Come. Come on. That's it. There we go. Doesn't like flying into things, as you might imagine. So we're back. I don't know if you can see the creek in our right there, but we're nearly at creek level again, and just across there is the plywood sign that I pointed out at the beginning of the video. And this area was an old slip, which was one of the first places I planted on Pikirangi when I bought it. And that big fallen tree there is one of the poplars that I ring-barked to kill it because, again, it was leaning badly. Here's another remaining poplar. And then you can see ahead of us Alaskan paper birch. And on our left we're going past the Arboretum, Pinetum I should say, with a variety of different species of conifer in it, and that's another Alaskan paper birch. And we'll just, in the remaining time that we've got, wander over here just so you can connect to the rest of the walks that you already know. And you can see, if I just walk around this way to make the drone follow me, that we've got Californian redwood over there, and just behind me we've got Himalayan cedar, Bhutanese pine, Colorado spruce, Japanese cedar, and something else in the middle that I've forgotten the name of. So there you go. I'll finish here.